Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be giving my enlightenment speech for assignment 3, and today I will be presenting one of my most worked on drawings titled Auh Rhum, which is a big colored pencil piece that I worked on. I'm very proud of it, so I'm really excited to share it. So a couple of the things I'll be talking about is the piece and its details, just introducing it in general, why I chose this piece, the process with a couple pictures, what it means to me, and also its journey, like where it's been and like in art shows and everything. So I'm very excited. All right, so to start, I'd like to introduce everyone formally to the piece I will be presenting. So here's a little picture of it. So this piece is called Auh Rhum, which, just to give a little description of like what that is, it's just a little like yeast cake covered in syrup. In this case, it's one of like the bigger forms, which is like a bundt cake. The dimensions are 30 by 40, and I used colored pencil to draw this piece. So now to get into why I chose this one in particular, I put a lot of effort into this piece. Like, this piece is probably one of the ones that I've worked on like the most out of all of my portfolio. So that's why I chose it. It also exemplifies many different artistic and stylistic attributes, such as Baroque style with intense shading, which gives it more of a dramatic effect, even though it's just a dessert. The Baroque style really helps like highlight the cake and the details and like the fruit and everything. It also exemplifies realism, which is one of my favorite styles personally, which is another reason why I chose this piece. I really love to draw realism. And it also exemplifies 70s photography, because I utilized a 70s cookbook for my main reference photo for this piece. Another thing exemplifies is texture. There's a lot of texture in the glass, the cake, the fruit, etc. It's also one of my favorite artworks. I am a big fan of desserts. I actually grew up in Hershey, so I also kind of like grew up around desserts. So, you know, even though it's just like a food and it's like fun, desserts are like a bit more meaningful to me. I also really love drawing with colored pencil in general, and I love like doing realism, as I said earlier, so that's why I chose this piece. So for some of the process, I started off with a sketch, and I also started marking in some shapes as I went along with marker before going over it with pencils. So I have some like process images I'll be showing while I'm like talking about the process. So I would just move from like object to object, marking it in with like a base color with marker, and then I would go over it with the color pencil. And then for some of the fruit, as you can see, there's like some highlights and stuff on it in the glass. I would go over with jelly roll pen, which is one of my favorite things to do for this piece. It's really fun. I really loved adding the little highlights. And I also like really love to blend with the color pencils. I use Prismacolor, so they're like really soft. So yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing it because I love the medium I was working in and the styles and everything. And it means a lot to me because, as I said earlier, I love desserts. I put a lot of effort into it. And because of everywhere it's been, which leads me to its journey. So this piece was actually a part of my IB Art Show exhibit, which was probably the biggest event that I was in during high school. So that was really meaningful to me because I received a lot of compliments on it. A bunch of the other students commented on it and said it was really, really good. So I'm very, very proud of this piece. And I did put a lot of work into it, so I'm really glad that it paid off and that other people really like it. It also has like a lot of memories because it's very connected to my high school and my skill level during high school. And it was also shown in a cultural arts center that I was a big part of outside of school. So it's been to a lot of places, and it's also been in all of my college portfolios when I was applying to college. So it's also gotten me places. To wrap things up, I'm just going to give a short summary of everything I went over. I went over the piece I chose, why I chose it, its journey, the process. And to conclude, I'd just like to have like a little final celebration. I'm super proud of this piece. and I sincerely hope that it also inspires other people to do realism and do more things with colored pencil, because it's a great medium and it's one of my favorites. And I really hope you guys enjoy learning about my drawing. Thank you.